Good morning everyone. Today we will continue our topic, that is the demand. So now today we will start the law of demand. Fine. As we know, demand function is the behavior of the individual behavior. When we had seen about the macroeconomics and microeconomics difference, we already seen what is the micro. So what is the economics? Actually, microeconomics is the concept of the analysis, or we can say study of the individual behavior. When we are talking about the behavior, individual behavior, it means simply we are talking about the something psychology about the person. So when we are talking about the psychology of the person or behavior of the person, maybe that is worry anytime. फाइन. आज मुझे ये चीज़ येलो कलर पसंद है, आज मैंने येलो पहना है, बट हो सकता है कल मेरा चॉइस येलो कलर ना हो, मुझे येलो कलर इतना अच्छा ना लगे, मैं ना पहनूं. So that is worry about the person to the person. So when we are talking about the law of demand, so law of demand किसी भी चीज़ का law बनाने के लिए, जैसे साइंटिफिक प्रूवन होता है, जैसे ग्रेविटेशन लॉ है ना, ऊपर से कोई चीज़ डालिए फेंकिए वो चीज़ नीचे ही आएगी. So that is the gravitation's law. So that is a proven, but when we are talking about the individual behavior or human behavior, so it is difficult to prove something, right? क्योंकि आज हम उस चीज़ में एग्री करते हैं, मे बी कल हम उस चीज़ के साथ एग्री ना करें. So at that point, if we are talking about the any law of demand or law of supply, whatever, है ना, हम अगर माइक्रो में किसी भी law की बात करते हैं, so it is a practical thing कि we need some assumptions. Why we need some assumptions? Because without the assumption, that is very difficult to identify the any law or prove the any law. So already we had discussed some assumption of the demand also. Already we had seen. So just I recall all the assumptions. First, the price of the normal related goods remain constant. It means substitute goods and complementary goods remain constant. Second, the price of the income of the consumer remain unchanged. मतलब if the income of the consumer is ₹100, so it is 100 every time, है ना. If the income is increase or decrease, we already discussed about the function of the demand. So at that point, the demand will also increase or decrease. Third is the taste and preferences of the consumer remain the same. If consumer taste and preferences, consumer अपने taste और अपना preferences change करने वाला नहीं है. If it's so that is a positive relationship. Again the law of demand. All the units of the goods are homogeneous. Homogeneous it means a similar characteristics वाले. Fine. What is the homogeneous? Homogeneous it means a similar characteristics वाले. So if we are talking about the homogeneous product, so अगर एक ही प्रोडक्ट जैसे सबकी क्वालिटी है, तो हम एक चीज X goods परचेस करें और Y goods परचेस करें, we need the same, we get the same satisfaction. And last is the commodity should be the normal goods. Already we had discussed about the inferior goods and all this luxurious goods. So when we are talking about the any commodity, or that commodity is the normal goods. Now today we will discuss the law of demand. Law of demand is the simple things. What is the law of demand? So law of demand की हम बात करते हैं. So practically, first whatever assumption we are seeing right now, so all assumptions are there, है ना. Keep in your mind. Without the assumption, law of demand prove करना बहुत मुश्किल है. So what is the law of demand? When other things remain constant. Which are other things? Whatever we are assuming, that are the other things. It means the प्राइस ऑफ, when we are talking about the X goods, है ना, हम X commodity की बात कर रहे हैं. So प्राइस ऑफ X good and demand of X goods. Fine. Price of X goods and demand of X goods is two things only comparable. Other things remain constant. When we are talking about X goods, so at that point other related goods price will be constant ही हम when the other uh, when the other things remain constant, at that point, if price increase, demand decrease, and price decrease, demand will increase. It means the simply inverse relationship between the price and demand. Simply, it is the inverse relationship between the price and demand. Clear? So now we just see the one schedule and prove this inverse relationship. How to put in the schedules. So we can take one example from here. Price, then quantity, demand. Fine. Already we had discussed this point also, but this is a very important. 20, 30, 40 and 50. You can see prices increases. So what is the demand law? When the prices increases, demand will decreases. So now what is the demand? Maybe this is your demand. Clear? At the reference point, we should just put the graph on x-axis quantity demand and on y-axis price. So like this, we get this type of graph. This is called DD. It means demand curve. DD, it means we just give the name to the demand curve. It is the DD. What is the slope of this curve? That is the left to right. What is the slope of this demand curve? This is the left to right. Clear? So if in the economics, आप अभी पढ़ रहे हो, मास्टर्स करोगे और आगे करोगे, लिटरेचर करोगे इकोनॉमिक्स में, but what is the economics rule? If the left to right is a negative sign and right to left it is a positive sign, and whatever graph you are seeing in the right side, right onwards, it is the positive direction. Clear? So you got this type of graph. It is called left to right or downward position. Fine, it is the downward position of the graph. This is just a recap of the previously whatever we had done in the law of demand. Now today we will discuss about the what are the reasons behind it. है ना? हमने देख तो लिया कि ये हमारे क्या है? This is the law of demand or this is the demand curve. We already seen that. But now the topic is changed. What is the reason behind it? We see that our demand curve is left to right and downward side. So what is the reason behind it? So what is the reasons? So first reason is law of Marshalls, and it does state that as the consumer has more and more of goods, its marginal utility to his goes on declining. Already we had seen about the marginal utility in the consumer equilibrium chapter, है ना? हमने उसमें देखा था if the consumer consume more and more goods, है ना? कंज्यूमर जितने गुड्स कंज्यूम ज़्यादा करता है उसका सेटिस्फेक्शन लेवल उतना कम हो जाता है. वी ऑलरेडी सीन अबाउट दैट. सो दैट इज द लॉ इफेक्टेड हियर ओनली. सो इफ द कंज्यूमर कंज्यूम मोर एंड मोर थिंग्स एट द सेम गुड्स, इट्स मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी टू हिम गोज टू डिक्लाइन. Instead, he is ready to pay a price equal to his marginal utility, and marginal utility goes on the diminishing. In the other words, the law of diminishing marginal utility is applied here. Fine. Now, the second is the substitution effect. Substitution effect, it means substitution effect means with fall in the price of good, consumer feels a rise in relative price of other goods, which is in turn leads to more demand for the goods. Now third is the income effect. When we are talking about the income effect, it means with the fall in the price of a good, consumers' real income or purchasing power rise and he or she demand more units of the goods when we are talking about the normal goods. And fourth is the new consumer. Already we have discussed all these things in the function also, assumption also. As the price of the commodity falls, new consumer class appears who can now afford the commodity. Thus, the total demand for the commodity increases with the falling price. Quantity demand is rise. Fine. We already discussed this one in the functions also and assumption also. Now, next topic is from individual demand and market demand. Individual demand and market demand. First, we are talking about the individual demand, affected individual and market demand. And individual demand means quantity demanded of the goods by an individual consumer at the various price per time period. It means simply, हम बात करते हैं A person A is demanded something at the particular price. कोई भी पर्टिकुलर प्राइस में कितनी क्वांटिटी डिमांड है पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे, इट इज कॉल्ड द इंडिविजुअल डिमांड. मतलब मिस्टर ए डिमांडेड समथिंग, इट इज द इंडिविजुअल डिमांड. बट व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द एंटायर मार्केट, मतलब ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, मतलब वी अज्यूम दैट दिस थ्री पर्सन इन द इकोनॉमी, सो ये तीनों पर्सन जितनी डिमांड क्वांटिटी डिमांड करते हैं एट वॉट एवर प्राइस इज गिवन एट द पर्टिकुलर टाइम, सो इट इज कॉल्ड द मार्केट डिमांड. सिंपल. अगर मेरी अकेले की डिमांड है वो मेरी इंडिविजुअल डिमांड है, हम सबकी डिमांड है वो हमारी मार्केट डिमांड है. और एज द डिमांड डेफिनेशन यू नो, पर्टिकुलर प्राइस एट द गिवन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कंसेप्ट. क्लियर? चलो, सो when we are talking about the individual demand, so individual demand is a particular person given individual person demanded something at a particular given price and a particular given period of time. And market demand is the aggregate it is the sum of that persons. So aggregate of the quantity demand by the all the consumer market at different price at a particular period of time. So individual demand is the price of goods. Here given beautifully given this concept, we just discuss about this concept. Individual demand and market demand. Individual demand is the price of the goods. It means whatever goods we are discussing, our goods, the X commodity we are assuming. Price of these goods also, price of the goods. Little bit changes here. Now, second concept in this individual demand, price of other goods. Here also, price of other goods. Third, it is just a factor. These are the factor affecting to individual demand and market demand. So first factor is the price of the goods. Our commodity is X goods, so we are talking about the X goods. So price of the goods affecting here also and price of the goods affecting here also. These are the factor affecting the individual demand and market demand. Now price of the other goods also here also affecting the price of other goods, here also affecting the price of other goods. Third, the income of the consumer. Here also income of the consumer. Clear? Now, fourth is the taste and preferences of the consumer. These all are the functions, assumptions. देखो entire chapter में एक ही चीज हम discuss कर रहे हैं. Here, taste and preferences of the consumer. Here also, taste and preferences of the consumer. Next, expectations of buyer. It means future expectations of buyer. Here also future expectations of buyer. इस डिस्कस करने की जरूरत नहीं, ऑलरेडी हम 2-3 बार डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. But when we are talking about the individual demand, these much factors are affecting only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one? Price of the goods, price of the other goods, income of the consumer, taste and preferences of the consumer, and future expectations of the buyer. And the market demand also these much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Price of the goods, price of the other goods, income of the consumer, taste and preferences of the consumer, and future expectations by the buyer of the buyer. But when we are talking about the market हम सबसे मिलके बताएं. It means we are talking about the aggregate concept. So some other factors also affecting to the market only. Individually only 5 factors affecting are the individual. But when we are talking about the market, so in the market concept, some other factor also affecting here. So sixth one is the number of the consumer. Seventh is the distribution of income. We are already discussed about YD. And next is the age and gender. ठीक है? So क्यों? क्योंकि we are talking about not individual. When we are talking about the individual, तो individual में number एक ही रहने वाला है, तो no changes there. But when we are talking about the that one, when we are talking about the number of person, only individual, तो individual में ये चीज affect नहीं होगी. YD distribution of income, तो we are talking about the entire economics, so that is the concept of market demand only. And age and gender, if we are talking about the particular gender and particular age, just like me, right? My age is 40 up and my gender is female, तो मेरी demand particular level पे ही होगी. So when the age and gender is different, when we are talking about the market demand, तो पूरे market में तो अलग-अलग genders के अलग-अलग age के लोग हैं, सबकी preferences अलग हो सकती है. So these three only affecting the market demand. Today we see that what is the individual demand and what is the market demand, and next lecture we just discuss about the schedule of market demand, how to calculate the market demand with the individual demand and individual demand with the market, with the help of the market demand. So that's all for today.